'Tis the season to be cheerful, joyful, and running for your life. Eli Roth's Thanksgiving. It is time to talk about it. Let's go. What's going on, everyone? Welcome to Klepcx FM, brought to you by CritiX.com, a place where we talk about movies, television, pop culture. And if you're into that kind of thing, make sure you hit that subscribe key and that notification bell so you can be up to speed about everything that I talk about here. Now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I have been super excited because I'm a horror junkie. I'm a psychopath. I love horror movies. And when I saw that they were going to make a full-length version of this film, because for those of you who do not know, this movie spawns from something else. That's right, Eli Roth's Thanksgiving, a horror take on the holiday. For those of you who do not know, this spawned from a 2007 feature film brought to us by Quentin Tarantino and Robert Rodriguez. It was called Grindhouse. You guys might remember the double feature, right? And they included some mock trailers in this film. I think there was probably about 4 or 5. And one of them was Eli Roth's Thanksgiving horror film. If you want to see it, you can go back and find that. Watch the movie. In there's a Thanksgiving trailer that is very close, very tight-knit to what we get in the feature film. Now, the feature film stars TikTok sensation Addison Rae, who a lot of us have seen on Keeping Up with the Kardashians. She's also in He's All That, the She's All That sequel on Netflix. Then they brought in Patrick Dempsey, McDreamy for all you ladies out there. Rick Hoffman is in this, and Gina Gershon is in this as well. And then there's a slew of like a bunch of new faces that you probably wouldn't recognize from a lot of places, but they have been in things like What We Do in the Shadows and other things like that, and some Disney shows and stuff like that. Anyhow, Thanksgiving. It is so on the nose. So before I tell you about what I thought about this film, I'm going to tell you briefly what it's about. So everybody knows Thanksgiving. It's a family time of the year. But with Thanksgiving always comes Black Friday. And that's one of the biggest shopping days of the year here in America. It takes place in Plymouth, Massachusetts. Shout out to Massachusetts, where I'm from, and where a lot of you are from that follow. So there's a lot of tropes in it that really hit home. No pun. But during Thanksgiving, Black Friday, there is a tragedy that happens during Black Friday shopping. There's a riot that breaks out and some carnage happens. Some things happen that are very unforgivable and gut-wrenching, I should say. And because of that, 1 year later, someone in a mask, a John Carver mask, for those of you who know your history about Plymouth, Massachusetts, comes back with an axe and proceeds to slaughter those involved with this said riot that took place on Black Friday a year prior. It's very simple plot, the kind of slasher stuff that I love. This movie, all right, let's talk about it. Let's talk about what I thought. Eli Roth manages to bring that classic slasher back to the theater. It feels very on purpose. The acting is terrible. And I feel like the acting is terrible on purpose. But with that comes some really fun, original slaughtering, killing. It's gonna have you like shocked. There's a lot of shock value in this, as far as the way that these deaths happen. It's not. I want to say it's not predictable, but then it kind of is predictable. Like now that we got movies like Scream, it's kind of hard to like just watch a movie and just kind of let it happen, because you're just sitting there trying to figure out who did what, who's involved. So you'll do a lot of that watching this, and I guarantee you might get it wrong once, maybe twice, but I guarantee you at least by the third go, you'll be like, oh, I know who it is. But it was a pleasant surprise. Like, I wasn't mad at the way it ended, but it's fun. It's a really good time for us horror fans. If you are a horror fan, this is gonna be a blast. You're gonna go to the theaters and you're gonna laugh. You're gonna jump. You might even scream a little bit. You might even squirm a little bit. You might even cringe a little bit, because there are some death scenes in this thing that were so uncomfortable that, they had me like, kind of like, what? I remember like something happened. Oh yeah, there's something that did happen that made me like kind of like, woo, like I had to like take a breather, and the people behind me, they was like, he wasn't ready. They're laughing at me and stuff like that. But it was fun, man. It's a lot of fun. Like if you just want to just unplug and go in and watch a senseless slasher movie, well, not even senseless because it has a decent plot, but you just want to watch something that's just, you're a horror fan and you want to go in and watch something that's different and fun at the same time, Thanksgiving is the movie for you. Now, one of the one things I didn't like about the film, um, because it takes place in Massachusetts, they do this all the time. They're always like exaggerating the accent because I was born and raised in Massachusetts and we all don't sound like that. Yes, there are a lot of people that have that accent, but we don't all sound like that. And so that's like one of the running gags in this movie when you see people acting. They're like really exaggerating, accentuating that accent. Some people have their own accents in this movie that I was just like, yo, please stop talking. There's one character in particular, I think his name was Ryan. I just couldn't stand the way that he talked. But yeah, that's just one of the one things that I wasn't happy about the movie. But again, like I feel like everything was just on purpose. The movie is only hour and 47 minutes long, so it's not gonna drag out or anything like that. So yeah, bring your friends, bring your girl, bring your man, bring whoever, just whoever you have in your circle that's a die-hard horror fan. This is gonna be a damn good time. I'm telling you right now. I would watch it again. I think I might go back and check it out when it actually drops this weekend. Guys, Thanksgiving. It's coming to theaters this weekend. You got to check it out. Let me know how excited you are to see Thanksgiving. And if you didn't even know about it, let me know. Drop a comment below. Like, comment, share. Make sure you subscribe. And for more movie news, television news, and pop culture, check out wearecritics.com. And I will talk to you all later.